You know that I also fact-checked the Special Prosecutor. So I checked with the former people formerly in charge of NIB, and they said, one of them even said he doesn't even know Kisi Ejabin. That's to say that Kisi Ejabin never contacted him to help arrest Ofori-Atta.
Or say, in fact, the OSP na yenama nkan charge what charge no. All fair pound obeso eja tuntum ni eja koko. Eja gu OSP etim. Eti eja gu ni tem. Eyadie.
The red alert issued was not necessary. It was completely irrelevant and necessary.
Are you a special prosecutor?
He just confirmed it. The special prosecutor himself has just confirmed it. The same office that said that until the man is here, is the same office that has now charged him online. So, what does that mean? If you could charge the man online in absentia, if you could go to court without the man being here physically, why would you issue the red alert for him?
And that's a surprising me. In fact, a surprising me. Papa, your friend Dr. Joshua Zaato. Papa, say OSP. Office in the asset, what outliving usefulness. Or since I see a budget now. You say 140 million plus Ghana cedis. You are sworn na. You are koma Kisi Ejabin OSP officer. Money says kawe na money ni kasubum. Na mo for making sure say mo beti Ghana. Omo bo kronu na. Say be you should be to recover your loot no. I say office na nye. No need the office ni. Na way or your NPP communicator Dr. Joshua Zaato. Lawyer Martin Kpebu versus the OSP fight never ends. Fight ni gusua etwa su gidi OSP. Just 2 days ago, no letter about 2 hot titi. Say papa your friend lawyer Martin Kpebu. Why not we say information bia here say or provide Emma sa allegation na ode for mo say omo office as the OSP. Eye corrupt no nya no kre. Na office information mra papa no as adanku that agree odysseus your money pimp na sa na odo my merry go round ana me say ha e me na so otwa sa nyema no so na when na Martin Kpebu say wey my respond mo kra na frame lawyer Martin Kpebu.
You know that I also fact-checked the Special Prosecutor. So I checked with the former people formerly in charge of NIB, and they said, one of them even said he doesn't even know Kisi Ejabin. That's to say that Kisi Ejabin never contacted him to help arrest Ofori-Atta. Then I checked with the current heads, that's the institution, NIB. They've written formally to me that, and I'll read a portion. The National Intelligence Bureau did not receive such a request from the Office of the Special Prosecutor.
Well, the Special Prosecutor said they didn't write to them. Oh. That's the response.
No,
so I just read.
Yeah, so he's now shifting the goalposts. You can hear him in the tape with his 32 teeth that NIB didn't cooperate, National Security didn't cooperate, etc. So it's too late. You know, Sami Daku is trying to rationalize everything. He knows that his fortunes hang on Kisi Ejabin's fortune. Once Kisi Ejabin is going, Sami Daku has to go. You see, so he's making every effort to rationalize this barefaced lie. We've caught him. Look, we've caught him. The head of our anti-corruption body cannot lie to Ghanaians and expect to go scot-free. He has to leave. Look, he's not the only lawyer. Look, even his deputy, Cynthia Lamte, is by far his senior at the bar. Kisi Ejabin is not the only lawyer in Ghana.
So you say you checked with what?
It's not as if we did any national test and Kisi Ejabin came tops. Kisi Ejabin got that office because of his closeness.
You say you checked with which institutions?
Oh, National Investigative Bureau, the NIB. This is a letter dated 27th November 2025. Look at it. It has whose signature I don't want, because it's an intelligence institution. I don't want to put out the letterhead.
You wrote to them asking what exactly?
Yes. With Dennis, your colleague,
wrote to them
Dennis
exactly.
Pabiri helped me to write the letter. Yes, I wrote formally, making enquiries. You want me to read my letter? No. I can read my letter, making enquiries that did the special prosecutor come there for help to arrest Ofori-Atta? And he said, no. Maybe I can read portions. Look, okay. He said, I write pursuant to Article 21, 1F of the Constitution 1992 and the Right to Information Act 2019, blah, 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 to request the following. 1, whether the Office of the Special Prosecutor, OSP, has at any point in time formally requested the assistance. So you see, I said requested, not just writing, okay? Requested the assistance of the National Intelligence Bureau to arrest former Minister for Finance, Mr. Ken Ofori-Atta, and then other questions asking for the details. And they responded, none. None. So look, we've caught Kissi Ejabin for this singular lie alone. I mean, we all make mistakes. When the heat started coming, if you had come back immediately to say, oh, look, my brothers and sisters, it's a slip, would have taken it. We all make mistakes. Look, I go to court, sometimes you quote a wrong law, the judge will correct you. Sometimes you go to the High Court, counsel is here. Maybe the High Court judge also gets it wrong. You go on appeal, it's corrected. Even the Supreme Court, they make mistakes. So please, don't make that mistake. I'm not pontificating as if I know everything and everything turns around me. No. If you thought that, look, what you said was an error, immediately come. But you see, he's digging himself in. It's terrible. The head of our anti-corruption agency cannot lie to citizens like this and keep that office.
Let's look at the other part of the response. I just want you to, because it says the matter of the stop list that Manasseh put out is in his view immaterial because it involved an extradition process, which is fundamentally different from the routine stop list mechanism.
No, listen. That's actually, Sami Dako cannot, I mean, it's not as if he's a super lawyer. We heard Kissi Ejabin, you played it. Kissi Ejabin said that when Ofori-Atta was about to travel, Ofori-Atta wrote a letter, correct? And that the letter was went to both the current chief of staff and the outgone chief of staff. Then he said he intercepted the letter, meaning he got a copy by whichever means, and sought to prevent Ofori-Atta from traveling, which presumably meant that he was going to arrest him. So there is no issue of any extradition. Sami Dako cannot obfuscate matters. It's too late in the day. Kissi Ejabin was not talking about extradition. It has nothing to do with extradition. He said he intercepted the letter, then went to NIB, didn't get help. National security didn't get help. Immigration didn't get help. Can you imagine bastardizing state institutions? So you see how NIB has been quick to remove its mouth from this matter, because you can't have a special prosecutor just sit down and run down government institutions. And you think this is a small matter. You run down other government institutions without basis. So look, it has nothing to do with extradition. Kissi Ejabin was not talking about extradition. He said he intercepted the letter and then sought to prevent Ofori-Atta from traveling. That's why even further went on and said that Ofori-Atta's cousin, that's the president. I don't use the word cousin. In Chi, there's no word for cousin. It's brother. Okay, brother. Okay. So Ofori-Atta's brother is a Kufuor. And so what do we expect? The words are too clear. Look, we are not kids. We don't even need to be a lawyer to understand this. Kissi was just lying, barefaced lie.
Now there's been cooperation now from the various security agencies, as was the case previous, or as against the case previously. There's been improved cooperation now.
Yes.
That's also captured in the
That's
statement.
neither here nor there. We don't need that. He has already lost the plot. We don't need that. For coming to lie and not responding immediately that, oh, I'm sorry, it's a slip. It means that it was deliberate, because he's digging himself in through the rationalization Sami Dako is doing. Look, it's good riddance, because anybody looking at following Ghanaian politics would have known that, you see, he who the gods want to kill, they will first make mad. If you want to tackle anybody, is it me, Kpebu, you are coming to tackle? You know that we will not let this matter die. So it's just God that made them blind, and then they said I should come and brought the matter back to the fore. And you see, this raises the other issue we raised earlier on today. This thing about the Ghanaian being timid, being docile. Look, it will hurt us too much. We don't have to wait till the next election. This is a matter that elsewhere by now we would have massed up in front of the office of the special prosecutor to say, look, he should leave that office immediately. This is even a matter that, properly speaking, it should attract a commission of inquiry under Article 278 of the Constitution. Well, your special prosecutor runs down the immigration service, runs down national security, runs down the National Intelligence Bureau, and we think that is kosher. Such a man is not fit for the office.
Well,
is he the only lawyer? Did he write an exam? Did we write an exam so that he topped, and so that's how he got the office, and so we think that he's the most intelligent? No, it's because he's associated with a Kufuor's regime.
No, see here, OSP, I don't come on more ODA. Actually, Ghana for us, I say, omo petition and also omo the krata, command the National Intelligence Bureau. Say, omo making sure say omo now Ken Ofori-Atta, Papa no Ganya dia, obetimi every Ghana no more prosecutor no. Ana anye ye no see here, ifa. O se wa contact ni source e o area bi chese nya no kre. OSP bibia sense ye. It is a OSP kasa sin who. Bontu tro kasa obwa kasi ntro kasi you are lying. O se die ba panic ka bie nu ye no kra ki se da bentro. Oni na office ni entro saa no modie besi ne. O se in fact the OSP na ye na ma nkan charge what charge no. Afa pan obeso eja tuntum ni eja kokko. Eja gu OSP etim. Eti eja gu ni tem eyade hit what OSP Eric Martin Kpebu to kwa no menye sure say ba be ne anase otena kazi still Martin Kpebu say the petition no e da so da ho available omo trash the case OSP e allege against him say o say waka say omo ye corrupt na omo prove otherwise no omo ye enu wie say kim still petition no obeto so momo go kanti o ka che OSP kisi aja ben o ka che OSP office akurugu ne omo maka ho nche say said Odi can already say there are 3 faces, 3 star poster boys. OSP office wa. Omo na dream koso OSP. The entire yanchi any NPP. Nipa kese bia. Yanchi any big gun. NPP hu. Amfani to mubesi no. OSP no ni movie. The OSP is aware. He knows everything. Koso OSP say lie. OSP odasu expose Ken Papa lawyer Martin Kpebu and that's who expose OSP way kai by Monday sharp and opportunity 22 and Moses Grano OSP wabe responded adaya because baby and near Mike Kakwano while responding as a Ghana force as a baby Durampa Yananga say OSP na say share nyini ana who that's what you need say who that's what you need ya for comment to conversation who you need there the entire you need no Captain Smart allegation say OSP is aware. Say Ken Ofori-Atta na obeko oma was sending obedana American citizen Kevin Taylor ever repeat similar informations. Eti ni na chi no ukabom na no betie lawyer Martin Kpebu any other Ghanaians any commentary on social media including over the series of information on naked Twitter. Do you believe say papa ye friend no kisi aja be OSP Ampanyampa onya Ken Ofori-Atta obeche no oye adwuma ni ye die or serve OSP office no ye.
The red alert issued was not necessary. It was completely irrelevant and necessary.
Are you a special prosecutor?
He just confirmed it. The special prosecutor himself has just confirmed it. The same office that said that until the man is here is not going to do something is the same office that has now charged him online. So what does that mean? If you could charge the man online in absentia, if you could go to court without the man being here physically, why would you issue the red alert for him? That's common sense. It's not a conspiracy. You said he had to be here. Okay, the guy is not here. You've charged him. That means that all this fight, 8 months of fighting, of publicity about the man being here, was not worth it. That's the point I'm making. 2.
And just say, surprising me. In fact, surprising me. Papa, your friend, Dr. Joshua Zaato. Papa, ne say OSP. Office in the asset, what outliving usefulness. Or since I see budget now, you say 140 million plus Ghana cedis. Ya swani ni na. Ya kwa koma kisia jabe ni OSP officer. Monye say sika we na monye ni kasubom. Na monfa make sure say mo beti Ghana. Omo bo kro nu ni na. Say le be you should be to recover your loot no. O say office na nya hwe. No ni the office ni ye. Na wey oye NPP communicator Dr. Joshua Zaato kai say na say ope obi on NDC for entire so pa Dr. Joshua Zaato and your fight pa munga mu Se see I don't need these communicators for no. I will TV so na it is omo dey boom. And then papa no say we dey yabrel. OSP we pa de enye Martin Kpebu and anyway nya. Enye Kevin Taylor, any Captain Smart, and anyway nya. Enye Ghanaian citizens and anyway nya. Ono Dr. Joshua Zaato, even as a member of NPP, I will not say that office was specially created by the former president Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Papa no say ono atena se hwe din no say ya na create ye fa Martin abi Dubai amfa ana go fa wo kisi ajaben bae so far unwuma die office no enye hwe mu Ghana nti we pa de o de yen office no yen close office ni down now when I say kisi ajaben so the kind canada in the press conference abra these allegations start here no ka say the way Ghana for mu so angry now mu criticizing the office no said the very day I immediately na omampani John Dramani Mamega so okay Ghana for akole into my answer enti message omde ma me clear they don't want the office of the special prosecutor no more it is adia minguna oguni we say Kim Ghana mon forget it mon say goodbye and bye bye to anything called corruption fighting. Just fighting against corruption will not be possible because the OSP office in the office of the special prosecutor now. Onu post star boy. Onu kwa ano believe say the office na dwumadin a mo ye no. Ebeboa ama Ghana. Krono e kwaso na etwate. Etimugu the office na mo na mabre. Eni afa na mo ba so about corruption pa. Am say say Ghanaians Minyanya a single soul, not even say an NPP member. Most of the cases as so far Ecosunian against NPP. Charles BC OSP in the office NPP. Adubuahe was signal break NPP. Mamia your friend was Adapa NPP. Ken Ofori-Atta NPP. Almost or more amotua to aswa OSP no more case in the NPP for. Yet, the same NPP think OSP is not doing well. Say, you might be thinking say it's because say, yeah, RS NPP for no. But yet, the people in the NDC are also saying, say, debut, like, OSP no ultimate will be debut no press conference, tin. Then me watching way, and I'm wanted. Where you fugitive, where you invited, ya tip wofun sa invited fugitive wanted, sa ya bre. But always be so believe say on go na bit marry man. Etienne Martin lawyer Martin Kpebu. Me case na ogusu ogina so no che say ono de ogina tintin or say every single day the number of people are tripping in informations, more detailed information about the OSP. Papa no any ne two deputies now mo kana no. Sanko munim de ayemo mo a enko mo a personally actual resignation letter. And I come John Dramani Mahama Excellency say papa ye nankasa office na ntimi nya aduma bi abre. Ye beja ye be kofi buy penny power from. Because every single day people are or believe so me are credible and information man now the latest one NIB National Intelligence Bureau omo information omo dey man che say asema OSP e kan say Ken Ofori-Atta papa no na watwere e dey akwa mo mo say omo mo ananka Ken Ofori-Atta ontu kwan na o ma che no dey e so wonya nukre enye nukre de biara da Ghana NIB entwambo am say OSP versus lawyer Martin Kpebu and then even Dr. Joshua Zaato our NPP communicator say aba o office ni dey intimi nya du na du inclusive Ghana way yeah mone omo ya adwene ye inclusive OSP office no evidence na eba no ye ntwan say incriminate na ye ntwe onu kra ntum na ye hu say ampa we are fighting against all levels of corruption anase yenye ne dey for comment no eto comment section na say kawadwene bawadwene ka naked truth eto comment section na say boko uya na wa subscribe you like it na share mo nua eso enya bi ehwe edi no eye baako pe Maxi Billian I will naked truth on Oldboga trends. Macau, bye bye.